Man's learning, because next time magic missile right to the face.
You seem confident. Why don't you arm wrestle me for it?
Good! I feel your power.
Right through the forest we're going, and not one of you buggers better mess with us. I do not know how, but Jaren Culver has resurfaced as the Supreme Counselor, reigning over Nevin.
Look down on the table and say, I'm in.
What's our first task?
We must find these 6 stones in the chaos that this nation is in. It's 7th Tarsak of the year 264, and it is now 8:30 a.m. You awaken next to the river on this bank, and the cold dew from the morning kind of soaking your bedrolls and blankets, and the any kind of cookware that you left out the night before. Ren, you were the last one to watch, correct?
Yes.
So just seeing as, just kind of being awake as the sun comes up, the sunlight warms your back as it breaks the canopy of the trees. Before you lies the last leg of forest between yourselves and the lake, and the hope and warmth that you feel at your backs from the sun fails to extend into the canopy of the forest ahead of you. Almost directly in front of the bridge is a gap in the trees, forming a trail of sorts that you feel you can pass through if you're to walk single file.
Well, I can see in the dark more easily than you can, I think. So maybe I should go first?
I'm happy to go first if you just want to watch over my shoulder.
Is it single file, like we are like brushing up against the trees on the side of us, or is it like we couldn't comfortably walk next to each other, but I could maybe walk like slightly behind to the side of him and see forward?
Looking down the trail, you see that the majority of the brush, the trees, respect your space in the trail, although some branches do reach a little bit far.
Do we need to refill our water skins or anything before we go?
Never a bad idea to fill up your water skin.
I'll fill mine now. Probably fine, right? I'll go down to the river. Probably fine. This is a river. This seems like a river. Probably just a river.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. The music's freaking me out.
Red's like looking over his shoulder, getting water out of the river.
All the fish in the river just floating.
Staring at you.
What are you doing, guys? What are you doing? I mean, that's in the river, so I feel like it's just a river. So I'm gonna get some water from the river.
Yeah, I mean, it was water. It was cold. It was very moist. Very moist.
Ah! I hate that word.
Moist.
All right, Ren, fill up your water skin and let's be off.
As you're, as you've bent down to the water to refill your skin, kind of just having a general awareness of the water itself and just your surroundings, something odd catches your eye in the water. You feel like you see a bit of movement in the water, almost like the water shifted in an odd way. Upon closer inspection, you don't see anything in the water.
I'm gonna back up slowly, like a person would back away from a river, but just like with a sense of urgency.
Extremely naturally.
Very natural work. Back away. Don't want to make the river suspicious. Yeah, and then I'll back up to the guys.
Okay.
And just say, maybe we should be on our way. I think Might have seen something in the water. Could have just been a fish, but given what we know about what's ahead, maybe not.
Desmond starts up the trail.
I'm gonna be right behind him, but as I walk forward, I'm just gonna tell Tave to keep a real close eye out behind us.
All right,
Okay.
let's go.
Don't want any rivers sneaking up behind us.
Magic foot.
I was rolling stealth, wasn't what I was doing, like river stealth.
Man, that's a sneaky river.
Yo. This babbling brook, babbling so quiet.
So quiet. I want to be like behind Desmond, but kind of like to the side enough so that I could see forward for him.
Okay, so not like scared behind Desmond. Just like,
No, like enough that because we have to be single file. So
right.
Think like Scooby-Doo when they like lean around a door. She's
do that the whole time.
As you're walking down this trail, the forest grows ever denser, ever darker, the further that you walk. And about an hour into it.
Kind of like behind us.
Yep.
Okay.
You want to roll perception on that?
Yes.
Yep. Hey. Noted.
I'm keeping a close eye ahead and like peering into the darkness.
I peer into the darkness. The sun has all but disappeared, and the light being entirely robbed by the trees above you hanging over the trail. The dry grass and shrubbery under your foot crunches lightly as you tread across it. And though quiet, it's amplified by the utter silence surrounding you.
I would like to cast light on the tip of my sword.
Got it. So you got your sword drawn.
Yeah.
I'm getting a torch out as well and lighting it.
Okay.
Are there any animal sounds?
Roll perception.
Can I as well? See
Yes.
if I see like any birds or.
Rin, as the guys light torches and swords, you carefully scan the forest, and there are no animals. At least not in this area. Not where you're at. And if there are, they're not moving.
All right. All right. Don't like that.
About another half hour goes by. Walking through the darkness, piercing the darkness with your torch and your magically lit sword. You reach a point in the trail where the trees and foliage lining the sides of the road or the trail become so thick that it's perceivably impossible to pass through them. Up ahead of you, you see a wall where the trail seems to end. Like a wall of plant life.
The trail just ran into it.
Has the trail like moved at all, like side to side, or has it just kind of been straight towards where we think the lake is?
It's been relatively straight.
As far as we know.
Can I walk up to the wall?
Yes, you can. As you walk up to the edge of the wall there, or the wall that was in front of you, you see that as you step into that space, immediately to your right, the trail opens up and continues.
Can I investigate like the path that we're on and see if I think this is like a man-made trail, I guess, like
Yeah.
not natural.
Roll investigation, or nature, whichever one.
Let's go with
I'd like to roll when he's done.
both are horrible.
Horrible.
Okay, Ren, go ahead as well. Well, what are you rolling? Same thing.
I'm rolling. I want to see if, similar to what I did before, but now I'm more interested because it looks like the path is guiding us. Like I want to see if it looks like there's magic has carved this out or if the trees are like here on purpose. That makes sense?
Roll nature. Okay. All right.
Twinsies.
So from what you both can tell, actually, this while the stuff around you is definitely natural, as far as like these are actual plants and it's actual ground and grass that you're walking on. Things don't naturally grow the way this has grown.
Is it still single file pretty much?
Yep.
Okay.
And ahead of you, Desmond, you see that similarly from before, where there was a wall of foliage and just plant life ahead of you, again, straight ahead of you, there is another wall. Okay.
Is it also like super dark here?
Yes.
Like if we didn't have lights. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna turn around to Ren and Tave and just say, looks like the trail is moving and winding. Ready to keep moving forward.
Can I touch a tree?
Mm-hmm.
And see if it feels
Tree.
like it's enchanted at all? I
Yep.
guess.
You certainly can.
You feel enchanted.
Enchanted.
Okay.
Oh. Shouldn't be touching stuff. That's fine.
When you reach out to touch the wall, you do. You rub your finger across one of the kind of vines, the branches. From the corner of your eye, you feel like you sense a little bit of like motion happen kind of over to your left. And Tave, in front of you, you see the wall almost nearly come to life as far as whipping out a branch and just slapping Ren across her back. Ren, you take 3 slashing damage.
Oh.
From
Bitch slapped by a tree, y'all.
after doing this and Ren like recoiling, pulling her hand back, the vine reforms with the wall.
Maybe it's best we don't touch things.
Yeah, I'd say so. So that seemed like magic. That's good enough for me. I don't want to proceed any further until we know a little bit more what we're dealing with, and I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. There's definitely magic. I mean, it's all around you. In these, like the walls are just basically
Magic.
full of magic. Yeah. The School of Magic, it's enchantment.
It's just kind of ambient still. Is it concentrated anywhere, or is it just like everywhere?
It's on the walls all around you.
Is it on the ground?
No. Okay, Desmond, as you step forward, a bit more is revealed to you there. And it winds off to your left.
Given how that tree moved, I mean, we have nowhere to go but forward, but we should probably stay close together, and I'm a little concerned that they might close up behind us, potentially, so we're just going to want to be careful.
Yeah.
Right. Just stay close, that way the vines and the growth don't separate us.
Oh.
Not that close.
Sorry.
Stay close. Okay.
My back.
like bear hugging you from behind.
Okay, ready? Like just kind of matching your step.
Cool. Be cool.
As we're moving, do we hear any noises? Like, is there a change in ambience, or is it just quiet like it was?
Have you ever been in a whisper box or a whisper room?
No.
Like whenever you speak to each other, your words make it to the people that you're speaking to, but it doesn't just carry. It gets absorbed straight into the walls.
Is it better if we use our walkie-talkies?
It might be more comforting if you did. I don't know. I mean, that's up to you.
I don't know if it's better.
Wee woo.
Oh.
I'm watching behind us. I want to see if the trees are doing anything as we move.
And I'm gonna kind of
Noted.
scoot out of her way when I see that she's looking behind us, because I know she can see in the dark better than I can.
So when I pass, like where I'm going right now, as I walk that way,
Mm-hmm.
how thick are those trees between the two open areas?
Okay, yeah, good question. You're looking at about 2, almost exactly 2 feet.
What do I see when I look up?
It's like enclosed trees, similar to the trail.
Thick canopy.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, let's split the party. Ren, you go right.
Great,
Me and Desmond will
great.
go
I'll
straight
go by
ahead.
myself. That makes the most sense.
Why don't you go check over there?
what's the call? Straight forward or down this path?
Okay, so if Ren goes there, I want to go here. And then I want to step right here.
I'm gonna grab him as he does that.
If he does that,
I'm gonna grab him as he does that, like before he steps forward.
okay, and then what?
I'm just gonna say maybe just look. I don't know if I like walking through these walls.
Okay.
That's not a wall, is it?
No, but it's like where they.
She doesn't like crossing corners, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't like crossing
Oh,
corners.
gotcha.
I'm trying to find a smart way to say that, but I couldn't because I'm scared. So
I'll come back this way for now then. I just want to just see kind of where everything
So you
is.
pull your sword back out and you go back that way?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
What'd you see?
We may have to come back through here if this is a dead end. I'm not sure, but let's just keep going this way for now. Let's take it one trail at a time.
whichever way we go, I think we should just stay close.
Stay together. Yeah. You gotta stay together for the kids.
Seems to be a dead end over this way.
No trees are doing anything behind us. No like movement. Anybody following us?
That's a good question. Hang on. No.
Looks like we're met with another choice. Left or right?
I say left.
I also say left. And as we go left, I would like to cast mage armor on myself.
Okay.
Just for no reason.
Okay.
Should we be marking the path that we've already traveled with anything?
That probably would have been smart, huh?
Everybody close your eyes really quick.
Oh, I don't want to though. Can I not?
Can I pull out a unlit torch
Mm-hmm.
and just throw it to Desmond's right? Like I went left up this trail, but I just want to like toss it into the middle of the path.
Okay. Roll dexterity check. You throw the stick, the torch. It clatters off one of the walls, and you kind of flinch a little bit as it hits the wall. The wall that you saw hit Rin, or the same kind of wall that you saw hit Rin, clatters off the wall, and it just kind of hitting against other wood, making that sound. And then falls to the trail, but still falling off kind of to the side, leaning very close to the other wall. So on the map itself, not the actual cardinal direction, but on the map itself to the northernmost wall. And vines just slowly reach out, grab a hold of the torch, and bring it into the wall.
Okay.
That is extremely unsettling.
I'm gonna kneel down and use the hilt of my sword to like make an arrow pointing the direction I haven't traveled yet.
Yeah. So you just kind of dig into the ground until you're able to.
not a whole lot, but
dig a groove.
enough that you
Yeah, sure.
see it.
Okay.
We ready to keep moving?
Sure.
Yes. This is definitely fine.
It's too late to turn back now.
It is definitely too late. Just read my spells.
You're just going through your spell book. Anti-maze. Anti-maze.
Anti-maze.
Do you have a spell called Teleport to End of Maze?
Escape rope. Do we have an escape rope?
Everyone's still good? Everyone's still behind me?
I'm just being very quiet.
I'm here.
Where's Ren? Ren, speak up.
I'm here. I'm here. As Tave walks up, behind me, I just want to pop my head back around the corner and just see if I see any shenanigans, like trees covering up our trail, or catch them.
Roll perception.
Get you guys.
She's really hoping she finds the Triwizard Cup in the
100% that's what's happening, but that is not what I will see based on that too.
You do. With your 8, you do. You see the vines going and kind of wrapping around the man-made divot that Desmond had made, and then kind of just reshaping the ground until it becomes natural again. And then they just kind of creep back across the ground and reform into the wall.
So did they do it when I saw that? Did they do anything, or were they just keep going?
Roll insight.
She sees us.
Did they raise?
Just
It's pretty good insight on those trees.
I know my trees.
They did not seem, if they saw you seeing them, they didn't care.
They didn't care.
with their tree eyes.
Oh, these trees, you guys. All right. They're definitely racing the path behind us, so that's happening. Desmond
They?
would probably.
Who's they? Oh, the trees.
Who I have great respect for, and their magic and whatnot.
Oh, mighty Mother Nature. We respect you.
So much respect. But you probably don't need to be leaving that path anymore.
I have never lit a campfire in my life. Nor used your leaves to wipe my behind.
Whoa.
Gotta be careful with them leaves, dude. Wipe your behind with any of these leaves, dude. You'd be getting a little bit extra.
Oh no.
This is a family show.
I will say, as we're walking quietly, that the trees are erasing the path behind us. They're letting us go forward. I don't know if we'd be able to get back out if we went back the way we came, but it doesn't seem like this maze is going to let us go back or wants us to go back. So whatever we're moving towards, we should probably just be ready for it to be maybe bad.
Looks like we got another decision to make.
Left.
Left it is.
I immediately regret that decision.
And then I feel immediate regret.
For some reason. I don't know why yet, but
Desmond, as you step into this, you're surrounded, except for the way you came, by this wall of plant life.
Alright. I turn around and look at Ren and say, maybe left was not the right way.
Ren, you see the same thing.
All right.
Just keep moving.
All right,
Back
go
the way
back.
we came and make a right instead of a left.
well,
I
now
guess-
we'll make a left.
Technically, yes, it would be
Instead of a left.
Yeah. Left was wrong, so now we will go left to fix that mistake.
I'll tell Tave to just be careful and not move too far ahead of everyone. Because now he's in the lead.
Man, I'm in the lead.
In the lead, man.
He just goes running like,
Yeah!
My turn now!
As we walk, I'm just gonna whisper, because I'm unsettled by the silence, to Desmond and just say, I feel like this might have something to do with Lady Blanche's riddle that she gave us. She said, you'll find the answer in the arcane. Is there anything you can do with your magic like I can do to detect spells, or I did that and I just sensed a lot of magic around us controlling these trees. Is there anything you can do that might help guide us, or?
I put my hand on her shoulder and I cast guidance.
Right. That's
Guide
very
us.
literal of you.
Guidance. I know it. I know what you need.
Let me guide you.
You never know. Wordplay.
I can use some small holy magic to attack the walls, but other than that, I don't think I have much in the way of discovering arcane riddles. Guidance lasts 1 minute. She gets to add a D4 to any ability check. So
How would I know that as Ren that he just like, what do I feel like when I get guidance cast on me?
you feel inspired.
It's unlike the kind of clarity that you get from the spells that you cast, the divination school spells. It's more of a kind of hopeful confidence.
Right, I will run with that and just try to remember if in my studies I've heard of anything like this, like any tricksy wizards or any tests for initiates of any kind of magic school that have used mazes.
I read a book, 101 Mazes.
So wait,
Like any lore
Okay.
on mazes.
Maze 101.
My Maze 101 class, I'm trying to remember that. I'll
Do
be
a
more
maze
specific if
check.
you want.
Okay, so you're wanting to roll history on this?
Sure, whatever makes sense.
Okay, yeah, history.
Okay.
History of mazes.
And I will use my guidance. How do I do that?
Roll a d4.
Just a D4.
Wow,
Woohoo!
Guidance.
22. Okay.
Maze history.
History.
I like
I'll
a
be more
challenge.
specific.
So, Lithoniel, in your studies with her, while not having read up on any mazes specifically, you have read up on, you do recall things of, especially powerful wizards or powerful sorcerers, conjurers, just people, powerful people of arcane influence would construct varying kinds of things to protect themselves with, and it could be a number of creative things. Whether and it seems like a maze would definitely fit into that category of this is a method of protection.
This feels like a defense almost. And I don't know if just walking through is going to get us where we need to go. So we should keep going, certainly, but just be thinking about what other steps we could take if we just wander.
Oops.
Understood.
I say if this next path doesn't work, we try something new.
Okay.
I'm gonna look back at Ren and say, Do you remember the riddle?
To the lake you will go, but the path is a haze. To go where you desire, you must first traverse the maze. A puzzle there is, a puzzle to solve, to test your wit, to test your resolve. The answer you'll find in the arcane, but answer wrongly and you'll soon wane. The riddle is tough, but you can conquer, and to the tower you'll walk on water.
Sounds to me like there's a puzzle after the maze.
Perhaps if we
Okay.
find the right path, there's a puzzle at the end.
Could be. We should keep going, and I'll keep thinking of what we could do. What I've learned, but I don't know.
Our path divides again. Can I peek my head in to the right?
I'm gonna grab him too while he does it, like while he leans. Just helping him lean.
You just want to like step in around. So take a step
Yeah, I'm just gonna-
like halfway,
Yeah.
just to kind of be there. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so you can kind of see like that.
What do you see?
There's another wall, another path. Let's just try this way first. All right, there's another path down there. It looks like it opens up. I'm not sure. Can I get can we get a GIF of that, please?
Crash.
Rin drops her spellbook.
Sorry. I put my hand out every once in a while and just make sure that Tave is still following him closely enough.
I still have my lit torch out as well.
Okay.
He said the letter from Nerian mentioned that this wizard had locked himself in this tower, so if he's responsible for this, he doesn't want us to get to him. But I think he might know we're here.
I'll peek around to my left, like down first, and then back to the right.
Okay. So you see about that, and then
Okay.
up ahead of you, the path shoots out as far as you can see. Where's your torch?
In my left hand.
And so I guess you're holding your torch out, like
Yeah.
in the like around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. You see roll perception actually because you're looking.
Perception +1. Cool.
Yeah. The immediacy of the torch in your hand, you can tell that the trail to your left, the more the same kind of scenery, and to your right, what looks like more of the same kind of scenery. To your left, it kind of curves around, and to your right, it seems to be straight.
Do I guess, should I roll survival to see if I know that that's it? Have I gotten turned around in the maze?
Okay, yeah, so roll survival.
Because if I feel like this is the way we were supposed to be going, that's the way I want to go.
Actually, roll at a disadvantage, so roll it again.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yep.
Okay, so
So 16. You can't be sure that it's northeast, but you are sure that it's not south.
okay.
Or at least you have a feeling. It feels like not the direction that you came from.
Right. Okay.
Whether that's west or what, you don't know.
Right.
You've taken a few
Okay.
turns.
Well, I'm gonna say my gut's telling me to go this way, so let's take this longer path to the right.
All right.
Okay. So as you guys walk down this straight path, perceivably made of the same kind of foliage and plant life as the maze that you just traversed. Perceivably still in the maze, right? You begin to realize that the area around you is not complete darkness anymore. You feel like there's a bit of very low ambient light, and up ahead of you, Ren, you can even with the distraction of the torchlight and the lit sword, kind of pulling away from your ability to see, clearly into darkness. You feel like you can see a ray of sunlight breaking through the trees against their will. And then as you travel further and further along this path, the light becomes even greater, and you begin to hear the soft sounds of water lapping gently against a shore off in the distance.
All right.
Guys, we beat the maze boss.
How close are we to that? Like, are we out of the maze or? Okay.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Trust it.
Are you sure?
I don't trust it.
Thanks, guys. Okay, is it? What do we see?
Roll and do a death save.
Got my eyes on you.
Sorry, wrong song. So as you travel along this trail, further knowing that you're now going northeast, as you crest the edge of the hungry forest, you walk into a wide clearing surrounded by a large, round, stagnant body of water. What you assume is Beholder's Eye Lake. At the center of this still, dead water rises a tower, massive, jutting directly from the lake itself, seemingly built on the water instead of land. In front of you is a wooden rowboat with oars lying carefully on the shore of the lake. And a collection of rocks instead of soil kind of lies a little bit further to the south.